Stop whatever you're doing, because what just happened at this WWE Live Show might be the loudest crowd reaction of the entire year. The moment LA Knight walked through that curtain, the arena didn't just cheer, they exploded. Fans were jumping, screaming, and losing their minds like they had been waiting months for this exact second. And trust me, if you think you've seen big pops before, you haven't seen this. Watch this moment carefully, because this is LA Knight proving why he's the most electric star in WWE right now. The arena was buzzing like an electric storm, a mix of anticipation and disbelief that could be felt in every corner of the stadium. Fans at the sold-out venue were chanting wildly, waving signs, and craning their necks toward the curtain, unaware that the night they thought was just another WWE Live Show was about to explode into chaos. Commentators were speculating, building tension as the camera panned across the crowd, capturing screams, tears, and disbelief. "Something big is coming," Michael Cole's voice echoed. "You can feel it, Corey!" Suddenly, the lights dimmed slightly, not enough to scare, but enough to make the crowd hold their collective breath. A single spotlight hit the entrance ramp, and a hush fell over the arena. For a heartbeat, every chant stopped, replaced by the electric hum of suspense. Then a familiar silhouette appeared. LA Knight. The arena erupted instantly. Fans were jumping over seats, screaming his name, some clutching their chests in sheer shock. Corey Graves shouted, "No way, LA Knight is back," while Michael Cole added, "I told you, you haven't seen a pop like this in years." From the first step onto the ramp, LA Knight exuded confidence, his charisma practically radiating through the screen. Every flex of his arm, every cocky smirk was met with screams that threatened to collapse the roof. Pyrotechnics exploded behind him, synchronized perfectly with the roar of the audience. It wasn't just a return, it was a spectacle, a moment fans had been waiting months to witness. The chants of Lodge LA, loud, bounced off the walls, deafening and relentless. Cameras cut to backstage, showing WWE officials with shocked expressions, whispers of disbelief, and phones out recording the historic moment. As LA Knight strutted down the ramp, the commentary team could barely contain themselves. "This is insane," Graves yelled. "This is what WWE Live is all about, moments that make your jaw drop." Cole added, "Look at the energy in this arena. This is one for the history books." Fans near the ring were standing on their chairs, some pointing and screaming, some crying tears of joy. The arena had officially reached peak chaos. It was not a match yet, it was the return itself that had everyone out of their seats. In the ring, LA Knight paused, soaking in the moment, pointing to fans in every direction, feeding off their energy. He raised an arm, and the crowd mirrored him in unison. A wave of excitement crashing like a tidal wave across the stadium. The WWE Universe was not just witnessing a comeback, they were witnessing a statement. Every head turn, every smirk, every confident step down the ramp was a message: LA Knight is here, and he is ready to dominate WWE in a way no one expected. And as the camera zoomed in on the crowd's faces, mouths open, eyes wide, hands in the air, it became clear, tonight, nothing would ever be the same. The crowd's roar hadn't died down, but now LA Knight's eyes were locked on the ring, scanning every inch as if daring anyone to challenge him. His swagger wasn't just confidence, it was pure electricity. The kind that makes every fan in the arena feel like they're part of something monumental. Corey Graves was nearly yelling over the noise, "This is unreal. He's back. And he's commanding the entire WWE Universe before even throwing a punch." Michael Cole added, "I've never seen a return like this. Look at the reactions." Suddenly, the familiar sounds of glass shattering cut through the chaos, sending a wave of even louder screams through the arena. Edge appeared on the stage, his eyes wide, walking cautiously toward the ring, staring down LA Knight like a predator sizing up its prey. The crowd exploded into a frenzy, half cheering for the return, half anticipating an immediate confrontation. "Edge isn't going to let this slide," Cole shouted. This is already turning into a main event level showdown. Corey. LA Knight smirked, cocking his head, soaking in the tension. The camera captured every detail, the flex of his muscles, the fire in his eyes, the way he slowly circled the ring. Edge didn't move. He just watched, his own intensity matching the roar of the crowd. Fans were standing on chairs, chanting, waving signs, and pointing fingers. Some screamed, "Fight, fight," while others shouted LA Knight's name in unison. Pyrotechnics flared again as both men finally stepped into the ring, the atmosphere thick with anticipation. The commentary team could barely keep up. "This is going to be explosive. You can feel it in your chest," Graves yelled. "I can't breathe with this energy." The referee tried to maintain order, but it was nearly impossible. The WWE Universe was out of control. LA Knight raised his arms, feeding off the energy, while Edge took a step closer, jaw clenched, glaring at the returning superstar. Then, in a split second, LA Knight lunged not with a strike, but with a taunting gesture, pointing at Edge and the crowd, daring him to respond. The fans went absolutely nuts, chanting, "This is your house. This is your house," like it was a rallying cry. Every camera cut, every reaction shot captured pure chaos, fans screaming, security backing up, and WWE officials backstage shaking their heads in disbelief. Just as the tension reached its peak, Roman Reigns' music hit unexpectedly. The arena erupted even further. LA Knight and Edge paused mid-scene, their focus momentarily split. Roman walked down with an aura of dominance, smirking, knowing exactly how to command attention. Corey Graves shouted, "Now it's a three-way war before a single match has even started." Michael Cole added, "This is insane. WWE has created the perfect storm here. LA Knight, Edge, and Roman Reigns, all in one moment, and the crowd is losing their minds." The ring was a battlefield of tension before a single punch was thrown. LA Knight stared down Edge, then Roman, raising his arms and yelling over the crowd as if daring them to attack. The audience's reaction was deafening, a wall of noise that echoed across the arena. Every fan was on their feet, jumping, screaming, some holding phones to record the moment, others simply frozen in disbelief. Backstage cameras caught Vince McMahon and WWE producers watching with jaws dropped. No one had expected this level of chaos and excitement so early in the night. The moment ended with LA Knight standing tall in the center of the ring, the crowd still screaming. As Edge and Roman flanked him cautiously, it was clear this wasn't just a return, it was the start of something explosive. A storyline that would dominate WWE headlines for weeks. Fans were already calling it the night. WWE changed forever. The crowd was still bouncing off the walls as the tension inside the ring reached a boiling point. LA Knight stood in the center, chest puffed out, smirking at Edge and Roman Reigns, both of whom were cautiously circling him. The WWE Universe could feel that the air was thick with anticipation. Corey Graves could barely contain himself. "We are witnessing a historic moment. LA Knight isn't just back, he's making a statement, and everyone in this ring knows it." Michael Cole added, "This is like WrestleMania energy on a live show. I've never seen anything like this." Suddenly, Roman Reigns lunged forward, striking first with a sharp clothesline attempt. Knight ducked, countering with a lightning-fast kick to the midsection that sent Roman staggering backward. Edge tried to capitalize, charging LA Knight from the other side. But Knight slid under and executed a perfectly timed spinning heel kick, knocking Edge off balance. The arena erupted with cheers, the crowd hanging on every move. Fans were screaming, "This is insane! LA Knight is unstoppable." Backstage cameras caught Vince McMahon's stunned face, hands over his mouth as he whispered to Triple H, "Did we just witness the start of a new era?" Meanwhile, the commentary team was practically shouting over the noise. "This is why LA Knight is the most electric superstar in WWE today. Look at that agility, that charisma, that pure dominance," Graves yelled. The energy in this arena is unlike anything I've ever heard. LA Knight didn't stop. He climbed the turnbuckle with a flash of confidence, the crowd counting along 1, 2, 3 as he launched himself with a flying knee toward Roman Reigns. Roman barely managed to roll out of the way, but Edge was caught in the crossfire, crashing into the ropes. The fans went wild, some standing on chairs, others waving signs, and the chants of "This is awesome! This is awesome!" filled the arena. LA Knight raised his arms, soaking in the applause, knowing the WWE Universe was fully behind him. Suddenly, the arena lights flickered, and a familiar, ominous theme blared through the speakers. Seth Rollins appeared on the stage, staring down the chaos in the ring with a mix of intrigue and anger. The crowd exploded again, this time with a mix of shock and excitement. Corey Graves shouted, "Oh my God!" Now Seth Rollins has entered the equation. This just turned into a four-way storm before any official match even started. Michael Cole added, "You can feel the tension. The WWE Universe is losing their minds." LA Knight, ever the showman, gestured for Seth to come closer, taunting him with that trademark cocky smirk. The crowd went absolutely nuts, roaring as the tension grew even higher. Roman Reigns and Edge exchanged glances, realizing the situation was escalating beyond their control. Cameras captured every fan reaction, jaws dropped, phones recording, hands in the air, and some literally crying at the spectacle. Before any punches could land, the referee stepped in, trying to calm the chaos. But it was too late. The WWE Universe had already been swept into a tidal wave of excitement. LA Knight stood tall, the crowd screaming his name in unison, the energy in the arena so electric it could be felt in every corner. It was clear tonight LA Knight wasn't just back. He had claimed the spotlight, and WWE would never be the same. The arena was electric, the air practically vibrating with energy. As LA Knight continued to dominate the center of the ring, Roman Reigns and Edge cautiously circled, calculating their next move. But before they could react, a shocking twist hit the WWE Universe like a lightning bolt. Out of nowhere, Riddle slid into the ring with a running dropkick aimed at Roman Reigns, sending him sprawling across the mat. The crowd erupted into a frenzy, some screaming in disbelief, others cheering at the unpredictability of it all. Corey Graves shouted, "I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Riddle just attacked Roman Reigns. This is chaos." Michael Cole added, "WWE just turned the entire arena upside down. Nobody saw this coming." LA Knight seized the moment, smirking like a predator circling prey. He nailed a perfectly timed kick to Edge, sending him crashing into the corner. The crowd was on its feet, chanting LA Knight's name, some jumping up and down, others holding phones to capture every moment of the madness. Backstage cameras caught the shocked faces of WWE officials, Vince McMahon shaking his head, muttering, "This is out of control, but it's brilliant." Then, just when it seemed the chaos couldn't get any worse, Seth Rollins and Riddle suddenly locked eyes. A tense standoff formed as the two superstars measured each other, tension thick enough to cut with a knife. The crowd screamed, "Fight! Fight!" and the camera cut to fans holding signs reading, "This is WWE history in the ring." LA Knight stood in the middle, arms raised, feeding off every cheer, every gasp, every reaction from the WWE Universe. Corey Graves yelled, "LA Knight is the puppet master tonight. Look at him! He's controlling this entire storm." Suddenly, Edge recovered and attempted a surprise spear aimed at LA Knight. But Knight sidestepped perfectly. Edge crashed into Riddle, and the arena exploded into chaos. Fans were standing on chairs, screaming at the top of their lungs, chanting, "This is insane! This is insane!" Michael Cole added, "Every move tonight has been shocking." WWE fans are witnessing a spectacle that will be talked about for months. But the ultimate shock came when Roman Reigns, regaining his composure, unexpectedly joined forces with LA Knight in a temporary alliance. The two superstars exchanged nods before simultaneously targeting Edge, and Riddle, delivering a combination of crushing moves that left the crowd gasping. The arena was a storm of cheers, boos, and chants, every fan reacting in their own way. Backstage, Triple H and WWE producers were frantically watching, knowing they were witnessing a historic moment that would trend worldwide. LA Knight climbed the top rope, the crowd counting along in unison, 1, 2, 3, before launching himself into a breathtaking aerial assault on the remaining opponents. Fans erupted into deafening cheers, some jumping over seats, some screaming in disbelief, some crying tears of joy. Corey Graves shouted, "This is a statement. LA Knight is officially back, and he's leaving his mark on every superstar in the ring." Michael Cole added, "This is why he's the most electrifying superstar in WWE today. Look at the energy in this arena. Absolute chaos." By the end of this sequence, the WWE Universe was fully on its feet, shouting, chanting, and completely enthralled. LA Knight stood in the center, arms raised. The temporary alliance with Roman Reigns solidified only for the moment. The crowd erupting around them, the stage was set, the storylines ignited, and the night had officially become one for the history books. The arena was a living, breathing storm of excitement. The crowd still screaming from the chaos that had unfolded moments earlier. LA Knight stood tall in the center of the ring, chest out, eyes blazing with confidence. Roman Reigns remained by his side. A temporary alliance that had rocked the WWE Universe to its core. Edge and Riddle were recovering, glaring at their opponents, and the tension in the arena was palpable. Corey Graves shouted over the noise, "This is insane! The entire WWE Universe is witnessing the rise of LA Knight in real time." Michael Cole added, "If you thought the night couldn't get crazier, think again, this is historic." Suddenly, Seth Rollins charged, launching a high-flying knee aimed directly at LA Knight. The crowd gasped as Knight dodged at the last second, the move narrowly missing him and crashing into Roman Reigns instead. The arena erupted into a mixture of cheers and shocked screams. Fans were standing on chairs, waving signs, some chanting "LA's LA," loud while others yelled "Seth, Seth." The camera captured faces of fans crying, screaming, and jumping in pure excitement. It was chaos, pure and unfiltered, the WWE Universe fully invested in every second. LA Knight seized the opportunity. He executed a breathtaking sequencer combination of a spinning kick, a running knee, and a perfectly timed DDT on Riddle. The crowd lost their minds, screaming in unison, hands raised, phones recording every second. Corey Graves shouted, "This is why LA Knight is the most electrifying superstar in WWE today. He's dominating the ring with style, skill, and pure charisma." Michael Cole added, "This is beyond incredible. The energy in this arena is off the charts." Edge recovered and attempted one final spear, but Roman Reigns intercepted, slamming him to the mat. The fans erupted even louder, a deafening roar of approval and disbelief. Backstage cameras caught Vince McMahon, Triple H, and WWE officials stunned, some shaking their heads, some whispering into phones, knowing the world was watching every moment of this historic event. It was clear this was the kind of WWE moment that would be replayed endlessly on social media, trending worldwide. As the dust settled, LA Knight climbed the top rope, raising his arms to the crowd. Fans screamed his name in unison, a tidal wave of energy washing over the arena. He gestured at Roman Reigns, pointing toward the fans, and the two shared a brief nod, a sign of mutual respect, and maybe the beginning of an unpredictable rivalry. The WWE Universe was on fire, chanting, screaming, and waving signs, completely invested in the spectacle. Corey Graves shouted, "This is a statement. LA Knight is officially back, and he's ready to take over WWE." The final moments saw LA Knight standing tall, the arena lights blinding in their brilliance, pyrotechnics exploding around him, and fans screaming like the roof would lift off the stadium. Cameras captured every face in the audience, shocked, thrilled, ecstatic. It was more than a return. It was a declaration. LA Knight had arrived, shaken the very foundation of WWE, and left a lasting mark on every superstar in that ring. Tonight, the WWE Universe witnessed history, and one thing was clear: LA Knight was back, and the WWE landscape would never be the same again.